In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 16, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus Toronto Raptors. The Chicago Bulls will head north of the border on Monday night to take on the Toronto Raptors in an Eastern Conference matchup. The Bulls come into this contest with an 11-15 record on the season, hovering around the playoff picture as the first month of the new year approaches. Meanwhile, the Raptors have struggled significantly, holding a 7-19 record and continuing to deal with injuries to several key players that have hindered their ability to compete effectively. The Bulls may find themselves shorthanded once again, as both Dalen Terry and Zach LaVine are listed as questionable for this matchup. On the other side, the Raptors remain without Emmanuel Quickley and Scotty Barnes, both of whom are vital contributors. Toronto's loss of Barnes is particularly impactful, as he plays the crucial role of a point forward, providing scoring, rebounding, and leadership on the floor. The depleted Raptors face an uphill battle against a Bulls team that excels in perimeter shooting, ranking 8th in the NBA in three-point shooting percentage and 2nd in overall productivity from beyond the arc. The Raptors, by contrast, rank 11th in perimeter defense and a dismal 25th in scoring defense. While the Bulls are not among the league's elite defensive teams, their offensive firepower should be more than sufficient to outpace the injury-plagued Raptors in this game. Although the Raptors are playing at home and may be considered slight favorites, there's little reason to have confidence in backing them. With only 7 wins this season, Toronto has struggled to capitalize even when they are in favorable situations. Missing key players like Barnes and Quickley further dampens their chances. On the other hand, the Bulls have shown signs of improvement recently, playing at a .500 level over their last 10 games. While neither team inspires overwhelming confidence, the Bulls appear to have the edge, especially if Zach LaVine is cleared to play. Therefore, the Chicago Bulls to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have demonstrated the ability to put up points offensively, setting the stage for a potentially high-scoring game. The Bulls are among the top 5 teams in the NBA in points per game and excel in shooting efficiency, particularly from the three-point line. Meanwhile, the Raptors are highly effective in scoring inside the paint and rank near the top of the league in drawing fouls and sending opponents to the free throw line. However, the Bulls' struggles with turnovers could allow the Raptors to exploit opportunities in transition, keeping this game competitive for stretches. The Bulls' fast-paced style of play, ranked 2nd in the NBA in pace, should dictate the tempo of the game. The Raptors, who rank 11th in pace, are unlikely to slow things down, resulting in an up-and-down contest. Toronto's best hope for staying competitive lies in matching Chicago's offensive output, but the Bulls' superior scoring depth will likely overwhelm the Raptors. This back-and-forth battle is poised to push the total score past the projected over-under line. In summary, expect both teams to find their offensive rhythm early, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Denver Nuggets versus Sacramento Kings. The Denver Nuggets, currently holding the 6th spot in the Western Conference standings, are gearing up to face the Sacramento Kings, who sit in 12th place in the same conference. The matchup is set to take place on December 16th at the Golden One Center in Sacramento. The Nuggets are coming off a 2-game winning streak, highlighted by an impressive 120-98 home victory against the Los Angeles Clippers on Friday. Meanwhile, the Kings enter the game riding their own 3-game winning streak, with their most recent triumph being a hard-fought 111-109 road win against the New Orleans Pelicans on Thursday. In terms of player availability, the Nuggets will be without Dario Saric, while Christian Braun's status remains uncertain as he is listed as questionable. On the other side, the Kings will likely be missing Kevin Huerter, who is currently listed as doubtful. The Nuggets appear to have found a rhythm lately, showcasing their dominance in Friday's blowout win over the Clippers. Conversely, while the Kings have rebounded from a rocky start earlier in the season, their their recent victory over the struggling Pelicans left much to be desired in terms of overall performance. When comparing the net ratings of these two teams, there is a slight disparity. The Nuggets rank 13th in the league with a net rating of plus 2.6, while the Kings edge slightly ahead at 11th with a plus 3.5 rating. Defensively, however, the two squads are trending in opposite directions. Over their last 4 games, the Nuggets have allowed an average of 114 points per contest, while the Kings have tightened things up, conceding just 106 points per game across their last 3 outings. The Kings are receiving some respect from oddsmakers in this matchup, likely due to their home court advantage and recent surge, having won 4 of their last 5 games. That said, questions linger about Sacramento's consistency and defensive struggles, as they've underperformed expectations this season. Their 6-7 record at home also doesn't inspire confidence. On the other hand, the Nuggets have shown steady improvement in recent weeks and remain the stronger overall team when both squads are playing at their best. While the gap between these teams isn't massive at the moment, the Nuggets' form and depth make them the safer choice. Given the short line, the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have demonstrated a remarkable ability to score at a high level in recent games. The Nuggets have averaged 121 points per game over their last 5 contests, while the Kings have been even more prolific, putting up an impressive 131 points per game over their previous 3 outings. Both teams also lean towards faster styles of play. The Nuggets currently rank 5th in the NBA in pace with an average of 102 possessions per game, while the Kings sit at 17th with a pace of 98.98. Denver's up-tempo approach will likely dictate the flow of the game, pushing Sacramento to play at a quicker rate than usual. Offense will undoubtedly be the focal point of this game, as both teams thrive on creating and capitalizing on extra possessions. Denver leads the league in free throw attempts per game, which could be a key factor, especially considering Sacramento's tendency to foul. Additionally, the Nuggets' three-point shooting should find plenty of open looks, while the Kings will likely dominate in the paint, converting high-percentage opportunities near the rim. This combination of fast-paced play and offensive efficiency makes this matchup ripe for a high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Los Angeles Clippers. On Monday evening, the Utah Jazz will travel to the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles to face the Clippers in a Western Conference showdown. The Jazz are coming off a disappointing home loss to the Phoenix Suns, while the Clippers are also reeling from a tough home defeat at the hands of the Denver Nuggets. Both teams are eager to bounce back and put an end to their recent struggles. For this matchup, the Jazz remain shorthanded, as SVI Mikhailuk is still unavailable. Additionally, Jordan Clarkson's status is listed as questionable, adding uncertainty to Utah's lineup. On the other side, the Clippers are also dealing with key absences, with Derrick Jones Jr. and Kawhi Leonard remaining sidelined. Despite these challenges, both teams are determined to put forth a competitive effort. The Clippers have had a rough week, enduring 3 consecutive losses. However, it's worth noting that they were considered underdogs in all 3 contests. Los Angeles tends to lose games where they're expected to struggle but has shown an ability to win against weaker opponents. Meanwhile, the Jazz are plagued by persistent defensive issues and continue to falter, with a dismal 3-7 record against the spread in their last 10 outings. The Jazz's struggles this season can largely be attributed to their sloppy play, especially when it comes to turnovers. Heading into this clash, Utah leads the league in turnover percentage, a troubling trend that has hindered their ability to compete consistently. Additionally, the Jazz rank last in the NBA in defensive rating, underscoring their difficulties on that end of the floor. As the trade deadline looms, the team is expected to explore roster changes, with Jordan Clarkson's name frequently surfacing in trade rumors. Clarkson returned to action in their last game, logging a season-high 31 minutes, which could indicate that Utah is showcasing him for potential deals. Defensively, the Clippers have the tools to exploit Utah's weaknesses. Los Angeles ranks 5th in the league in defensive turnover percentage, forcing turnovers on 14.2% of possessions. This statistic bodes well for the Clippers, especially considering Utah's struggles in this department. In their last visit to the Intuit Dome back in November, the Jazz committed 19 turnovers and found themselves trailing for the entirety of the game. The Clippers built a commanding lead of up to 23 points and finished with just 9 turnovers of their own. Ivica Zubac was a standout performer in that contest, recording 22 points and 11 rebounds. Over their past 4 meetings with Utah, the Clippers are 3-1 straight up and against the spread, which speaks to their recent dominance in this head-to-head matchup. The Jazz have yet to find any real rhythm this season, and their defensive woes were on full display in their last game, where they allowed 134 points to the Suns. While the Clippers are far from their peak form at the moment, they remain a more reliable team overall. Given the Jazz's inconsistencies, it's difficult to have confidence in their ability to secure a win. A month ago, the Clippers defeated Utah by 11 points, and they are well positioned to replicate that success. As such, the Los Angeles Clippers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Utah's defense has been highly ineffective so far this season, presenting an opportunity for the Clippers to find their offensive rhythm in this matchup. Although Los Angeles has struggled offensively of late, failing to score 100 points in 2 of its last 3 games, the Clippers managed to put up 116 points against the Jazz during their November meeting. That game narrowly stayed under a total line of 221.5 points, but this rematch could follow a different script. The Jazz are capable of putting up points against the Clippers' solid defense, as evidenced by their recent offensive efforts. However, Utah's defensive struggles remain glaring, as they've allowed at least 133 points in 3 of their last 4 games. The over has hit in 4 of Utah's last 5 games overall and in all 5 of their most recent road contests. In terms of pace, the Jazz average 98.9 possessions per 48 minutes, which ranks 14th in the NBA, while the Clippers come in at 97.7 possessions per 48 minutes, placing them 22nd. Despite these rankings, Los Angeles won't hesitate to speed up the tempo in this game. Utah's tendency to turn the ball over frequently often results in easy transition opportunities for their opponents. While the Clippers are also turnover-prone, ranking 28th in that category, both teams' sloppiness is likely to lead to plenty of fast break scoring opportunities, driving the total score higher. The Clippers are currently shooting 36.9% from three-point range, which ranks 13th in the league, and their ability to capitalize on Utah's defensive lapses should contribute to a high-scoring contest. This matchup is shaping up to be a fast-paced, offense-heavy game with both teams likely to surpass the 110-point mark. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.